Hey guys, thought I'd show you the little details on how I'm making this steering stem fix. This is a piece I made. It started out as like an 1 1/8 solid bar, and when I actually cut off more of this thing than what really needed to be, but there's reasons for it. The welded area of this, what was on here, was so close to the bushing that after I would have welded it, like the weld would have been digging into the bushing. So I ended up after cutting this off, I kind of trimmed it all the way up to where its supports are. So that way the new welded area will be well above, and using this as, adjustment for, with the length of it, adjusting where things could be. And then another reason is the area that the bushing rode on was worn really thin. After cutting it and seeing, down in it and stuff, it was almost wearing through, so I decided to just replace the whole area. And then what would be nice with this is this is turned to the exact size of what the bushing needs, so it'll be nice and tight, and well, not tight, but sturdy. After I cut this end off, the inside of this measured 900 thousandths, and I was lucky to find a drill bit that was exactly 900 thousandths. I actually drilled down into this piece because you have like weld distortion and stuff from the original, welding on these pieces. So, after I turned this down to, this is like 902 thousandths. It's a pretty nice snug fit. And then I drilled holes on both pieces, so that way after I weld it up, weld up this area, I can weld up those little holes, and it makes it so that it can't work its way loose and then eventually breaking my welds. Which you can see, like the factory does the same kind of thing. You can see the little weld nipple there. There's one inside there. The factory does the same thing. So I'll show you guys a little bit of that and what my plans are, because after it's all welded up and painted, and like I said before, I'm kind of like getting into details on this, because like I don't know if you guys ever ran across a video of like a redo of a bike, and they'll just show like 5 minutes of pictures of the progress on it, and you really don't get any details on the things that they had to work with or deal with or whatever. I mean, and a lot of this bike is actually fabricating things from other bikes, or things I just can't replace. Like, I mean, I can't find another steering stem like this, but obviously there's obviously the risk of jumping it and then not having any handlebars, but the ones that's in your hands and they're not controlling anything. So I'm thinking this will be much better. And I forgot to add something to the other video, and I had it here. But remember that I was talking about the intake manifold and hopefully like relocating the carburetor. Well, this is not going to help me any. After you line up the bolts and everything, all it does is just basically it puts it right in the center of the bike. So even if I was able to bolt the carburetor up, I wouldn't be able to get an air cleaner on it. So kind of looking at making my own intake manifold. Basically, like make the flanges out of some like 1/4-inch steel, and then like kind of cut a piece of tubing at an angle, and getting it to where I want it to go. Or I think I got another intake manifold, another design, and it is one of them little short rubber ones that pretty much when it comes off of here, it just comes straight off instead of turning any, and it'll like kind of put my carburetor right here. I'm gonna have to get the old plastics out and see see where if it runs into anything with the old plastics, because I don't want to, like, you know, it'd be the same thing as running into this metal. I don't want to run into the plastics, so I have to kind of investigate that a little bit. But I'll have to go out to the property and get one of those intakes. Alright, well, that's about it for today. It's time for me to go get ready for work. And thanks for watching, and if you have any comments or any questions or anything, just give me a ring. Alright, bye.